Morning. Hi everyone. Look at the beautiful flowers. So it's a nice morning here in the Philippines. Why is it a nice morning? Because it's cloudy. Look at these pretty flowers. So I thought I'd do a landscaping tour because it's been a while. It's a little messy. The yard's a little unorganized right now because we're in the middle of like I don't know, like 5 different projects. So take a look outside. Let's see what we have going on outside, what we did. But it's not finished yet. So we moved these plants. They're all over here in the corner. So we moved all these plants. We're doing a trial run with these. We have a bunch of these in pots. So we're doing a trial run over here to see how they do. We bought these. This one seems to be dying. I don't think they get enough water, or maybe too much sun. I'm not really sure. But these things grow into like palm trees. So we still have piles of rocks here that we jackhammered and trying to flatten this area. Because there's rocks everywhere, you know. We're waiting for more soil, so the idea is to put soil here and level it a little bit, not too much. I want to keep the slope, but we're going to add soil here. See, here's another new plant right here. These things are going to grow into tall palm trees. This one is in good shape, pretty good shape. What happens too is the people bring their cows up and down the street, and they don't really care about other people's stuff. They just let them eat whatever they want. You can see that this thing looks like it's been chewed on. I don't know if it's from a bug or from a cow or whatever. Not really sure. So we moved all these plants. We still have some flowers coming up that we planted last year. And you get one more here on the end. You get like 5 of these. So I want to plant some more of those. I don't know. This section right here where the bamboo is, it gets tons of shade because of this tree. And the bamboo here is in excellent condition because of it. But then once you get up here, you see across the street there's no trees. So the sun, as it gets high in the sky, it ends up over here, and it moves down here. The iron fence has to be sanded down and repainted. The first painter didn't do a very good job. So you see all the rust stains on the wall. That has to be done. So always constantly improving, touching up. Almost never ends. This is the front yard. Pretty flowers. Right. We planted this thing a long time ago. We used some rocks. And the grass grew pretty good here. We planted this coconut tree. Before we even started building this house, we planted the seed that we got from Lynn's farm. And it's really coming along. And then these plants, these were all planted not that long ago, last year by Sammy. They were just sticks. You just stick them in the ground. So this is the front. This is the water tank because it's summertime now and the water goes in and out. We have to go to the town and get water. These are the rocks that we brought from the back of the house. These are gonna probably be used for something, but you just don't know what yet. This is Lynn's flowers. What are you making? Halong halong?
Halang halang.
For breakfast?
Okay kayo.
For breakfast? Said who? Your mom? Manoy? We planted this tree. I don't know if you see this tree. We planted this when it was a seedling. We got this from Lynn's friends in the mountains. Right now I'm standing under the tree. So I think it's called a ficus tree. Look at these roots, how they grow, right? Look at this. It shoots off here and it goes into the ground. If you see a big one of these, the stump, the trunk is huge and it's got these vines that come off of it. It's amazing when this thing gets bigger. But I'm sitting under this tree. It's beautiful. So we jackhammered a lot. You can see some of the places where we jackhammered. No more chicken house here. This is where the outdoor CR will be. And then the outdoor kitchen over here. And then eventually two more villas over here. But so this is the ongoing project that we have of flattening the yard. Lynn's flower garden. Here's a look at the yard from this side of the property. So we brought in all this soil, but I'm not crazy about how we did it because we put some rocks first that we jackhammered. So it's a big depression here, but in some spots you can still see some of the rocks sticking up, and sometimes you can feel the rocks moving under your feet. But it's pretty good soil. So we're working on clearing the land back here, getting the weeds out, and bringing in more soil. So if you look at some of our past videos, you'll see that from like here up was all rocks. You couldn't even walk back here. I got my guys back there. So the grass is doing pretty good, even though it's getting hot. But if I'm not the one watering it, then it's like gonna die because they don't really water it properly. What I've come to realize here in the Philippines is that it doesn't matter how many people you pay to do things for you. If you really want something done right, you really have to do it yourself. So there's gonna be more soil brought in to cover just a small layer. This was my hybrid mango that the rabbit ate. I don't know if you can see it. Where is it? There it is right there. But I have another one here that's doing really well. So big mess over here. So this is what happens with this property. And honestly, I've never seen anything like it in my life. You clean up one mess over there, and you end up finding another mess over here. So now I'll have to clean this mess, and then somehow this mess will pop up somewhere else. This is why my jackhammer broke, because look at all the work Sammy did in like maybe a 1 week period. All those boulder fields that you see over there, all from Sammy. This area right here took the kids 3 months to do. Those two kids. Sammy did this entire portion in like a week. So let me show you what's going on here. So if you see the edge of the house here, the land slopes back there, slopes down. See, it keeps sloping down. and it slopes down this way. And then you can see that it's a depression that slopes down here, and then here. So instead of hauling, so I've been able to get rid of a lot of the rocks for free because the construction companies here buy them from the hardware store. But I don't have a means of selling them, and it's not really worth it for me to, go crazy about it. So I just have the guys throw them in the truck. The Machinano comes here with the truck, and the guys, my workers, just throw the rocks in the truck. So I've been able to get rid of like 5 truckloads of rocks. And look at all the rocks I still have. So what I want to do is I want to see where the end of the house is. I'm going to build a small retaining wall here. It's going to go all the way down here to about where the start of that chicken house is. And it's going to go across all the way to this tree right here. Not this one, this one in the back. And once the retaining wall is built, we'll take all these rocks and we'll throw it inside here to level all this area, and then we'll bring in the topsoil. So all this area where the rocks are, all that area here, all that area in the front, all gonna be level. So you're gonna have all this land that we really haven't been able to use. So there'll be maybe 2 steps here. So it'll be like you come down and be like 1, 2 steps, right? And the retaining wall is gonna line up with this tree. Okay, so all of this that you see here is gonna be all leveled land. All this will be all level. Retaining wall will go right here, all the way to the corner of the house, and all this land here that you see that's unusable, all gonna be usable. Where I'm standing, all gonna be flat leveled and held in by the retaining wall. And it's gonna be nice because there's gonna be beautiful flowers back here, maybe some tables and chairs to hang out under the trees. You have this beautiful chicken house to hang around. It's very nice. Should be 17 in here. Yep, 17. 17 chicks. Let me give you a quick look at all the chickies. They're doing really well. They're getting big fast. We only lost 2 chicks this past week. What is this, Mama? Huh? Everything's settled down in here. Here's my guinea fowl. They're so pretty. Let me show you the guinea fowl. Hi, Mama. They're still very shy. They don't really like anybody in their cage. I don't think unless we start raising them from chicks, they're gonna be like this all the time. So my idea is to try to get some eggs going so we can raise them by hand so they'll react the way we want them to.